There we are. What's happening, guys?
Hey guys.
We got our good buddy Joe from Lancelot Leather with us, as promised. So you guys make him feel welcome. What did you have? I don't think he's talking to us because I don't think he realized we were in here when he
Yeah.
sent that. But what did you have in your pocket, Mark Herrera? Sounds like you're being a little bit nosy. And I changed a little bit of stuff. Hopefully, it won't be too laggy because it's been, which it's not. A lot of it has to do with streaming through StreamYard to Face or to YouTube. There's a lag there,
Yeah.
and there's nothing we can really do about it. What's happening, guys? I see Jared White. I see our little bro Logan. What's happening, Logan? Jeremy Spalding, Big Worm. What's up with you, my brother? I hate the waiting for that answer. I want them to like answer in my ear.
Yeah. You got that
Be
lag.
like, what's going on, guys? What did you carry today, Joe?
I had the Civivi backlash in. The one I got from TPK.
Oh, right on, right on. It's got what handle scale material is it?
It's got the brass on it.
Brass. Okay, right on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I dig that.
It's beautiful. I love the nice heavy weight.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's I've been carrying the Winchester sent the brass scales for the bug out. I had the titanium ones on it, and the brass scales that he sent, they just got a little bit more weight to them. I mean, they feel good. Like,
yeah,
I'm digging that.
Yeah. I love the brass and the copper.
Oh yeah, big time. Oh, what's up? Michael Morgan is back, man. We've been missing you, fella. And nobody, I don't know what's going on. I don't get notifications of other channels either, but nobody's getting notifications like when I go live. I think it might have something to do with I'm going through StreamYard. And well, hey, what's up, Mark? Good to see your name, buddy. I can't see you, but all right. So you had the Civivi backlash, and I mean, that's funny that we both had brass scaled knives. I was carrying that, and this was just like my little fidget knife today, the little mini sheepdog.
Yeah.
So that was good fun. And there's Winchester, the man of the hour himself. What's up, Winchester? Good to see you, buddy. I hope everything's going good with you, Michael. I know you're having some things going on at home, so I hope everything's chilled out. And I hope your son's doing well. And there's Kiefer. What's up, man? Mr. Dalika himself. Mikey said he normally gets the notifications, but he didn't today, so I don't know. Maybe we messed with its head sitting there in the little studio before going live too long or something. Let me get my my little commenter up here. And I'm sorry you guys have to look at my ugly mug, but that's just the way it's going to have to be tonight. I'm not gonna leave Joe hanging there to his face hanging out in the wind while I'm tabletop. So, all right. This is weird. It's not bringing up my live on YouTube. Normally I can just go right into it. It'd be like the first one up there. Just bringing everybody else's up. There we go. Saw them pretty faces. Oh, brother Golik's in the house, and Tim, master moderator extraordinaire. Tim is in the house, and Jason Brown. There's gonna be a little homecoming, a little reunion in there because Michael Morgan's back. He hadn't been around in whoa. That Kevin guy.
Yep, there's Kevin.
That Kevin fella. Oh, right on, Mark.
There,
I'm glad they made it there, dude. I'm glad you got them, and they were hopefully all in one piece. We know how the postal service is.
there you go, Kevin.
Yeah, he said Joe's got hair. Yeah, you didn't see the ponytail, Kevin? Daggum. Oh, I've just been letting these guys holler out what they're carrying. I hadn't even paid any attention. Let's go back and check them out. I have to approve Kevin's comment because he cursed. I don't know why it
No,
won't.
not Kevin.
No, Kevin didn't say he didn't cuss at all. All right, well, they were hollering them out, but I think they quit for a minute. What are you guys carrying? Dang it. Hit me with it. I think they're in there. He's got a potty mouth. He does have a potty mouth. That's why he drinks all that Dock Street to wash all the potty out of his mouth. There we go. Mikey Rast had the Civivi Odium. That's a cool looking little knife. I haven't ever checked it out, but it looks pretty badass. Golick had a 1981 case folder. Kiefer had a 940-1 and the Dolica.
Of course.
Yes, he's got to have that. The one and only original.
That's right.
Big Worm has the Tucson TS190 and the Isham Dark Star. Brother Javon had, well, he's finishing dinner. I guess he's got like maybe a butter knife and a fork on him right now. Blaze Burger had the Malibu. Logan had the QSP Penguin. Patina Pantalones carried the Elementum and dark green micarta and a sea snake. Mark Carrera with the Tucson TS228 and Rough Rider work knife. And then, of course, Kevin has to go fancy on us with the Holt Haptic and the Hoback Sumo.
Of course.
Show off. Brother Bees in the Trap had the Civivi Backlash and Civivi Imperium with a Boker Little Lambfoot for fifth pocket. Winchester had Tucson TS279. Michael Morgan with the Cold Steel Airlight and a Klaus Slippy. I've got one of those Klaus Slippies. Jeremy, I Love Knives, had the TRM Atom. Jason Brown, Traveling Light Day with just a Camo PM2. Either that or he doesn't want to bog down the chat with his extensive carry. And JN, did you get my email, ninjas, that your package? We're going to be opening a package a little bit later.
Awesome.
Juggling Ninjas sent in a package of knives for review and such, and they came in today, so we're going to be checking that out. So y'all talk amongst yourselves. So what's up, Joe, man? You said your family's been in the leather business for generations, right?
It has, yeah.
But you didn't really have anything to do with it growing up.
No, never really picked it up until the past, 2 or 3 years, probably.
Okay, right on. So that answers the question. About 2 or 3 years ago is when you really started messing with it.
Right.
What drove you to do it? Like, what, you just got interested, or?
I think the first thing was I couldn't find a wallet that I liked. I wanted a pocket organizer, but I wanted something that could carry cash too.
Right.
And I couldn't find what I wanted, so I made my own. Yeah.
Do you that it seems like probably 80% of the makers out there, like knife makers, leather workers, anything EDC related, it seems like they started because they couldn't find a certain product that they were happy with, so they just made their own.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool right there.
Yeah.
So you said you had inherited some like antique tools, like older tools or
Right,
whatever.
right, right.
That's
My dad was into leatherworking for quite a while and did like belts and rifle slings and knife sheaths and just for personal use stuff.
right.
And I got a little bit of hand-me-down tools, and that was enough to get me started.
Right on, dude. And
Yeah.
you just are you self-taught, or did you have anybody like kind of mentor you, or?
Self-taught, a lot of YouTube, and
Okay.
just figuring it out.
Yeah, that's today's teacher right now is YouTube. You can
Exactly.
figure out how to do it,
Mhm.
anything on YouTube. So let's see, what is your favorite like type of leather to work with?
Just regular vegetable tan leather. Just
Fish tan, yeah.
the raw natural stuff, and dye it and do what I want to it.
Right. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
And the last one for right now, what's your favorite product that you make?
Probably the knife mats right now. Those
Yeah.
are something I can put a lot of work into and bring out the character in the leather.
Right, yeah. And I mean, when I don't know, when you get done with it, it's got your soul in it, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah,
so yeah, I kind of thought that would be what your favorite one would be to make, because I mean, you
yeah,
can just make
definitely.
it, you can make it your own, but then it's still like a part of the person that
Hmm.
that it's going to
Yep.
belong to. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
No,
cool as crap,
the
man.
whole thing just tells a story.
Right on, right on. Being from where you are, you drink a lot of moonshine?
I've been known to indulge a time or two.
Okay, right on.
Uh
Heck yeah. The good old Smoky Mountain moonshine, that old
huh.
stump hole. Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Popcorn Sutton's
That's
right here, or
yep.
was.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
R.I.P. Um, yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I've spent a decent amount of time around there. We used to go camping a lot. You know, like my family's from Middle Tennessee, but a lot of times when we'd go camping in the summertime, we'd end up in like Smoky Mountains or whatever,
Yeah,
chilling out around there. It's beautiful country.
it is
Um,
definitely.
a lot prettier than Middle Tennessee. It's kind of flat
Yeah.
there. Let's see what these people are talking about in here. Oh, I feel like I've missed some stuff because. All right, there we go. And you just feel free to harass the people in the chat all you want, Joe.
Yep. Yep. I'm seeing Logan right here, and yes, I did talk to you earlier today. That wasn't, in fact, me.
I see the message now. That's funny. He said it is him. Did you see Mikey's comment?
I did not yet.
He needs someone to make him a custom leather piece because no one makes a dang checkbook and check register cover. Well, Joe's here, and
Yeah, we can make that happen. Nobody writes checks anymore.
yeah, I know. Did they even make those?
Yeah, I don't know. That's probably why it's hard to find. It's just nobody writes checks anymore.
Yep. Mikey's kind of old fashioned. He's cool that way. JN was wearing his Rex 45 Native Chief. That's a good sized knife there.
Yeah.
Kaiser Doman, the Eldris. He goes from one extreme to the other. He's got the Native Chief, and then he's got the Morinaive Eldris. Oh my goodness!
Golik here asking what instrument I play. The only thing I can play is a radio.
I guess Kevin wants a
genie
custom.
missed me.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you look like you could wail on a guitar, though. Like just
You'd think, but
yeah,
I might look the part.
you play one on TV. You don't play guitar,
Exactly.
but
Exactly.
play guitarist. Lefty wants a custom leather interior for his truck. What's up, Paper Tiger? It's good to see you. Mark Ratliff, hello, buddy. I know there's some people have snuck in that I missed. Logan's still going on about that. I knew it. I knew that was him.
Yep.
Hey, there's Jody Bear. What's up, my friend? It's good to see you. I appreciate you stopping by. Jody's actually the guitarist in our band. He in Uncle John's band. You know how Angus Young. He's got his little like schoolboy outfit
Uh huh.
and his his little hat. Well, Jody wears his hula skirt and he wails on the
Nice.
guitar. All right, who oh yeah, go get your youngin in the bed there, Jason Brown, and hurry back. And if not, if we don't see you again tonight, then you have a good night, my friend. All right, I think I'm caught up. Apparently, unbeknownst to Lefty, that truck interior comment was made. He says truck interior. That actually sounds good, man. All right, Kiefer, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. It was good to see you. So, what you been doing with yourself this week, Joe? It sounds like you've been pretty busy. That your business is picking up a
Been
good
busy
bit.
trying to keep my ducks in a row and keep everything organized and going in the right direction. So it's good though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
heck yeah, man. That's good stuff. You have you gotten? What are you getting mostly orders in for?
A lot of the knife mats, a lot of the disassembly mats
Oh,
seems
nice.
to be the majority of it.
That's good. I
Um,
mean, that's your favorite thing to make right
oh
now, and
yeah, yeah, definitely.
yeah, heck yeah. Which I knew I've seen like several people commenting, and that was the main thing they were asking about is where
Hmm.
can I get one of these? Where can I get one of these?
Yeah,
So yeah, that's good. You
yeah. I
can
mean,
thank Lefty has met what he calls you the like the celebrity hairdresser now.
that's right. That's right. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Everybody makes wallets. If you
Yeah,
want a wallet, it's not hard to find. But like my disassembly mats, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one doing those.
yeah, I've never seen
So
them
I
before.
think I kind of cornered that in the leather.
That's a good thing to corner. I mean, that's
Yeah.
you'd think that somebody would have thought of it before, but I mean,
Hmm.
luckily they didn't, and now I mean you got it. Which I mean, even if somebody started making them, I don't think they would do very well because I mean you're kind of the name and in mats now, and your
Right.
work's got kind of speaks for itself. So, um, purple bed. Anybody got a purple bed? Mikey's looking for a purple bed, and thanks for putting up. Tim put up your Etsy link, so
Yes.
appreciate
Thank
that,
you.
Tim. But yeah, that's you they getting pretty like wacky with them as far as customizing them. They you making them pretty interesting for you.
Not too far off. I mean, a lot of them are the classic with the Browns and
Right,
a lot of logos, a lot of YouTube stuff's going up. So
right on. Well, I tell you, Michael, a better question is just say, "Will you?" Because I'm pretty sure Joe can make any. He can make anything. So, he said he asked if you make strops, which I think you answered that
yeah,
in the
yeah,
other live.
definitely, yeah, yeah, pretty much any size from a large barber strop. I made a little pocket sized one that I sent to Kyle at DTOM.
Oh, right on.
So I can do the range there, and that's lucky thing for me. I don't ever have to look for a strop because I've got leather everywhere.
Yeah,
So never have to go far.
that's what's up there. And I mean, strop like you can't beat a good strop. I mean, you can make a
No.
knife edge last forever.
Hmm. I'll probably go back to a strop 50 times a day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like I don't know. I see it as like kind of like the butcher steel or whatever. If you cut
Hmm.
meat or work in
Yeah.
a kitchen or whatever, you constantly
Hmm.
honing it on that little steel or whatever. That's kind of like the strop for just average everyday guys
Right.
walking around outside because I feel kind of funny walking around with a big old steel in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Hey, I see. Yeah, speaking of Scott Big Bore, he is right there. What's happening,
Hey,
man?
Scott.
We were just talking about you earlier, and it was all bad things. And you said you can't beat a good strop, but Winchester said, but you can beat someone with a good strop,
That you can.
especially those big, thick paddle strops.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Scott. I'm glad you stopped by, man. And we were talking good about you. You know that.
No, of course.
I don't think anybody would have anything bad to say, could have anything bad to say about you anyway. So you know that's not true. Now I feel like some of these cats in here need if you have any orders for Joe, just go ahead and put them in the chat and just smother him with them. He can leave here with like $5,000 worth of orders to make.
I take it.
And we'll be good then. What I know I ended up talking to you because I ran across your Instagram one night, which I was already following you, but you know how it is when you'll be following somebody, but you never see any of their posts,
Right.
and then you'll see a post, so you're like, oh, let me check and see what else they've got posted.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there just going through, oh, I like that, oh, I like that. I don't know how long I was doing it, and then I get a message from you. You know, you're like, hey man, thanks for the love, and I look up and it's like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, something like that. I was like, oh crap, dude. I was like, I totally forgot that these send a notification straight to you. I was like, I've probably been keeping you up with the ding ding, but apparently you just stay up and
Yeah.
work a lot late at night.
Yeah, I'm definitely a late night person. I don't like the mornings.
Well, that works out good too. It's cooler at night, so
Oh yeah.
is your shop like, is it in the house, or you have like
yeah.
Okay,
I've taken over the
nice.
dining room actually.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want you working out in the heat. You got to have air conditioning.
Oh yeah.
And they're talking about mattresses, Jomo mattresses, craft mattresses, forever beds, and purple beds. Hey,
Good mattress is a
Tom
nice thing
Wine.
to have.
Oh no, it is. It's great. Um, Tom Weingart's in the house. It's good to see him. And I think Jeremy's laughing at me because or no, he might be laughing at Mikey, but caught him talking about mattresses in there. But I think Mikey asked for a purple bed. That's what it was. That's what brought it up. They're in there talking about their sleeping habits. We got a live stream going on here, people. Pay attention.
It's the thing I find when you work night shifts too much. Yeah, there's never any sleeping evening time.
No. And even when you go back to working day shift after working night shift for so long, I mean,
Yep.
it's years later. I haven't worked night shifts since 2000. It's been probably 15 years since I've worked just like straight night shift, and still I'll find myself waking up in the middle of the night, be wide awake, and just
Yep.
got that whole night shift gear kicked in. Jeremy said, "Okay, I'm back on Leather Talk." Which I'm sure. I mean, you know, like I said, you can make anything, but I guess it's more of a. Is there anything like you just prefer not to make? You prefer not to get orders in for, or you down to make anything?
No, not really. I can pretty much do anything. So, and I enjoy the custom stuff, the stuff that you're not going to find anywhere else.
Yeah, and
No.
see, like I wish I had met you back when I met the guy that I was telling you about before, that the sheath maker, because I don't know, I feel like I would have done a lot better and had a lot nicer stuff, and it would have been what I wanted. So now it's got me interested. At some point, even though I don't ever carry the knife, I'll probably get you to make a sheath to replace that one.
Sounds great.
And it'll probably just end up being like to display next to it or whatever. Because like I said, I don't ever carry it. Yeah, the chat is all over the place. Leave it to daggone Winchester, man. That guy needs to be like a comedian. So Mikey's talking about this bed, right? That he needs a bed, a purple bed. I don't know why it has to be purple. And of course, Winchester has to say, Mikey, so you need a solid foundation for the pounding of A. That's he said, Mike. He said, "Who's A?" And no, I just like the platform because they're like low profile.
Yeah.
No, I haven't had enough cerveza and peanut butter whiskey. Well, I mean, I'm sure I've had enough. I haven't had any whiskey at all, but a little bit of cerveza. Oh, okay. Dude, I was misinterpreting Mikey. I thought he meant like he wanted a bed with a purple frame. He's talking about the purple mattress,
Yeah,
like the brand
yeah.
name.
I've seen the ads for those.
Yeah,
They look neat.
yeah, they do that. That's like the ones with don't they have like the little grid? Like they're kind of
Yeah,
like
I
a
think so.
rubbery. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You could probably make one out of leather, and it would give you more support.
I don't know how comfortable it'd be.
Yeah, well, I mean, it might just take it a while to break in.
Yeah, probably.
And Winchester does have a purple mattress. Did you guys in the out there in the chat do anything super exciting today? Any of you have any long weekend hangovers because you went hard in the paint on into Monday or whatever? Yeah, that's that's where I was going with it. A leather bed would smell amazing.
Oh yeah.
Like you would never need candles or incense or anything. Just your bed would smell the. Well, Jared, you
Yeah.
felt hungover because you worked like 2 days straight. So, ooh, had a moth come in. I know you didn't overdo it on the alcohol. This was kind of a weird 4th of July. I guess because it fell on a Sunday. It just didn't seem like the normal ones.
Yeah. I don't know. There's been people around me shooting fireworks for the past 2 weeks, and probably will for the next week.
Yeah, yeah. That's my neighbors across the road. They're big on fireworks when it's like inopportune time.
Yeah.
Like they you won't hear them. I mean, usually about when it starts getting dark, people start popping them off, and they're just quiet, not doing anything. And then around 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, then they start blowing off the artillery shells and the mortars and
Yeah.
luckily I can sleep through just about anything. Ali, I think I need to change. There's a setting or something I need to change because if anybody says anything at all remotely off color, it holds it. Speaking, I kind of I need to update the people that were in I think it was the last live stream. I'm pretty sure it was the last one. My house phone was like ringing like crazy. I mean, it rang for
Yeah, I
literally an
saw
hour
that.
straight. So I went downstairs and it started ringing again. I answered it. The person hung up. I said, "Well, I'm going to call him back." So I called him back, and it was a very intoxicated older woman, and she says, she said, "Hello." I said, "Yeah, who is this?" She said, "You called me. Who are you?" I said, "Well, I'm the person you've been calling for the past hour and a half. Who are you?" "I've been calling my phone." "How'd you get my phone?" I said, well, I didn't get your phone. I'm on my phone. I said, "Well, where are you?" And she said she was in New Jersey. I said, "Well, ma'am, I'm in South Carolina. There's no way I could have gotten your phone." "Well, you got my phone number because that's the number I've been calling." I said, "No, ma'am, you've been calling my phone number, but that's my phone number and you've got it." I said, "Well, I tell you what, you PayPal me $100 and I'll let you have your phone number back. We'll do it that way." "I'm calling T-Mobile." I said, "You can call T-Mobile." I said, "Just do me a favor. From now on, when you call your number, call 848 instead of 843 is the area code."
Yeah.
I called the right one. I mean, it was funny. And then kept on for the next couple hours. It would ring. It would like ring twice and then hang up. Ring once, hang up. So I finally answered again and I said, "Please stop calling my house." I said, go to bed, sleep it off. You'll feel better in the morning, and it'll, we can all laugh it off, and it'll be great. But I guess right now we've got a little lull. Let's go ahead and see what came in this package from the juggling ninja.
Awesome.
Alrighty. See how he's got it taped. I don't want to. One of the. I definitely don't have Tinder. There's enough trash roaming the streets around here. I don't know. I don't need to attract any more with that silly app. Yeah, Tim was on the phone with me on a messenger call when the lady called the last time, and I was like, "Ma'am, you're drunk. Go sleep it off. You'll be fine." She was too. I mean, she was, and it was. I talked to her I talked to her once, like a little while before Tim called, and then she didn't say anything much that time. She just kind of listened for a second and then hung up. But then the next time, it was a good couple hours later, and she was good and sauced by then. Good Lord. There's a lot of stuff in here. I mean, a lot of stuff. I'm going to get a workout, like lifting things up.
While you're opening, Jared's
Still
asking
more.
on here how much all my distributors were affected during COVID, and I think it was about the same as most other industries, and there's a few of them that are still backed up.
Mm.
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And it just
All
depends
right,
on where they were at the time, how much they were affected.
Yeah, where does most of your leather come from?
I get leather from several different distributors depending on what I'm wanting and what they have when I need it. So I know one that was affected pretty badly was Horween up in Chicago, and they're still on months wait for some of their higher end stuff.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
It's just a matter of like where theirs is coming from.
Well, it's their manufacturing process and the fact how much Chicago had been shut down more than some other areas, and it just where they happened to be when it hit them. So,
man,
but I think most of it's starting to come back pretty good right now.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That 99.8% survival rate, it was a scary thing, and I feel like we probably needed to shut all those places down.
Well, yeah, definitely. That's the thing. All this stuff getting shipped, there's no telling what comes through, and
yeah.
So I figure better safe than sorry in those cases.
Yep. Like stuff coming out like into our country from other countries, or just anything like that, I can kind of understand. Yeah. All right. So the first item is he sent a CRKT. I gotta get used to this backwards thing.
Yeah.
Snailer. And I mean, there's a lot more stuff than I realized he was sending. So he's gonna have to. I think. There he is. He's talking about reverse prank call. So he's gonna have to tell me what's what in here, because oh my goodness, he is a master packer too. I know that. Here's dude. I've seen these little guys before. These little fellas are cool. The little they got it's like the bug or the ant or the mosquito, the little Spyderco knife.
Oh, that's neat.
That little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little. I honestly think these might be Spyderco's best, like their most well-made knives, because all the ones I've ever like checked out, there's no blade play or anything.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yes, I did say he was a master packer, Mikey. He packs things into a box very well. And see, you don't dirty talk like dirty joke very well, Mikey. Oh yeah, dude, there was a crazy, like, really vulgar spammer that was hitting Ray's live stream last night. Like coming in, like just spamming the whole chat,
Yeah.
like all at once. They, I mean, it might have actually been her. They were, it said they were Gwen Stefani. Dang, here's another little. I've never seen this one before. It's got a, whoa, it's got all kinds of crazy stuff and a pocket clip. Little, what is it? A clip it tool. Got a knife, and then it's got a little actual tool over here, bottle opener. That's pretty nifty.
That is cool.
Cows. He's smart ass, Michael Morgan. See, that's a Michael Morgan statement right there. He's
got a point
smart
though.
too. Yeah, he does. Hey, some of them come from goats and.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I've got some goat and some lamb, and I think I've got a little bit of stingray too.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, that stuff's cool. That's a stingray hide.
Oh, dang, that's cool as crap.
Yeah, and it's the outside part of it's bumpy, and it's calcium, so it's really hard. Yeah,
that's crazy. Is that the natural color of it?
No, like this one's dyed.
Okay, I was about to say
black. But yeah,
dang, that's cool as crap.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, and then let's see. There's a Kaiser Small Hunter designed by Justin Gingrich in here. Oh yeah, I've seen this one before. This one's I like this one. This one's cool as crap. Get it over here where I can manipulate it better. This little fella here.
It does look nice.
Like G10, 154 CM blade steel, and nice, cool little pocket clip too. I like that. This is some cool stuff you sent here, Ninja, and I hope. See, he had homework. I had him. He was studying. What's the dude's name? The hillbilly ninja that does the Judy chopping and the ninjaing and stuff. Had him studying his videos so he can beef up on his ninja skills. But you know who I'm talking about, Joe? The don't go Judy chopping. Diamond Dave, I think, is what he calls himself. He's been on like Jerry Springer and stuff, but he does YouTube videos, and he's one of those that you can't quite tell if he's joking or serious. Ooh, there's Todd Carr and Bill. What's happening, fellas? Good to see you guys. You get any kangaroo, Joe?
No, I hadn't worked with any kangaroo yet. One day though.
Oh my goodness. He said, do you have any goose leather treated with maple?
That sounds good.
Heck yeah. Pancakes treated with maple.
Yeah.
Alrighty, this one's a Viper knife. And this is that slip joint. Cut the tip of your finger trying to juggle ninja stars. See, you're supposed to start with cans of dip, because they're, you're not going to cut yourself with those. That you train with the cans of dip, and then you move to the actual. Well, you go to rubber stars, and then from there to blunt metal stars, and then finally to sharpened ones. Oh yeah, so try and get it on the camera there. Little Viper slip
Nice
joint, and then
profile.
yeah, it is. It looks slicey as all get out, and it's it's got a nice strong spring too. All right, Logan.
Logan's headed
You have a
out. Good night, Logan.
heck yeah, little buddy. You have a good night, man. I gotta check. We gotta check out his video. I think he posted a video right before we went live, or a little bit before. Yeah, I think there's a lot more than I expected to be in here. Stephen Howell's here. What's up, Stephen? How you doing, brother? You made it. You did make it. The I feel your taxi driver must have got lost. We're out in the boonies. Alrighty.
Scott's asking if I've been staying busy, and definitely the past few weeks have been quite a substantial pickup from what it has been. So I'm pretty happy about the way things are going right now.
Yeah, and I don't see him slowing down anytime soon.
I hope not.
So, alrighty. Well, it doesn't have the name, and I don't know it by the model number. Y'all tell Tim that he's not the boss of you. You don't have to do what he says. You don't have to hit the like button if you don't want to hit the like button. Oh, this is the CRJB or CJRB RIA, which I've been wanting to check that little guy out too, and they're right, the action on it's pretty silly. Oh yeah, for sure. Just this way.
Pretty snappy there.
Oh yeah, it's super snappy, and it'll drop shut to a certain point. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, Mark Herrera. Yeah, it is, Mikey. That, like I said, that's the first time I've checked one out, and it's definitely dope, as you say. And Javon's back. Welcome back, Javon. Were you in Lefty's? I think it was the On the Edge live stream when Tri-State was on there. Were you in that, Joe? Did you come hang out?
I wasn't on that.
Oh well, yeah. He John Evans has acquired a new name because they all kind of left. Tri-State went to use the bathroom, and when he was on his way back, they left, and so he was the only one in there, and he just took over, and he's like talking to people, and he's like, Javon, how you doing, Javon? And so now old John Evans is Javon. Oh dang, that one's snappy too. This is Feldspar. That's what it is. Yes. Oh wow, yeah, good action too.
Yeah.
See, I don't see why. I don't even know if Kevin's still in there. If you are, Kevin, why don't you have more of these CJRBs? They got great action. D10's pretty spectacular, dude. Seems like it'd be right up your alley. Yeah, Scott said that the Feldspar is one of the best models that CJRB makes, and I feel like he would know because I'm pretty sure he's reviewed just about every Artisan and CJRB knife there is. Nobody really asked about your Mylea, Jared, so you just keep that to yourself. And I think this is another feldspar. I think this is a it's a micarta version. Yep, dude, that's. I mean, I can see Kevin liking these, man.
I like that micarta.
Oh yeah, dude, it's super nice. And it's about it. No, it actually is like a kind of a better quality than that the new micarta they've been using on the Kaisers, which I dig it.
Yeah.
It's got like a real organic feel to it. It doesn't have that plasticky feel like that Savivi was using. I've never checked out a Gobi, Mikey. Pretty sure that's a desert, isn't it? The only things coming back to you are the CJRBs and the Vipers. Yeah, but dude, there's like a butt ton of other. Like I mean, it's more than you were supposed to send. Let's see, there's 3 CJRBs. There's a butt ton of stuff here, dude. I don't know if you realize what all you sent. Stephen Howell's got the Rita. Yeah, that dude. I'm impressed with these guys. Jayan said I was there. I mean, I know you were there, but I mean, I've been places and totally not remembered what went on. So thought maybe it was one of those situations where you couldn't remember if you were driving to your house or away from your house. There's another box. Let's see, all that. Oh, this is the that Lucas Burnley fixed blade from CRKT. I think this was the Obaki. Dang, dude, that's like, I don't know why for some reason in the past when I first heard of them and saw them, I thought they were like going to be kind of cheap and chintzy feeling. That's good quality feeling right there, dude. I dig that. Well, JN, I'm just gonna go ahead and like say thanks now, and then we can have a talk later and make sure that you're not forgetting things that like if you maybe partook in some. Yep, the damn moonshine. He did. I knew that's what happened. He drank too much of that moonshine from the hills in Tennessee.
That's right. Sneak up on you.
Dude. Wait, oh, look in the Obaki. I mean, what the heck? That's pretty cool right there. Oh, no. What? That is cool as crap. Y'all can't see this quite yet because it's this is some as he calls it swag, but it's a little pistol and it's got lyrics from the Widespread Panic song Greta on it. It says she ain't no flower child. That's cool awesome as crap. It's got on the barrel right there. It's got WSP 2013. Dude, where'd you run across that, JN? That's cool as crap. I would have to mess with him if I was you, Joe. Todd Carr asked what the weirdest leather you had ever worked on. Well,
I don't know. I'm gonna say it's probably that Stingray. So that's the thing, whenever I do the edges on stuff, a lot of times I'll sand it. Now, occasionally I'll use a Dremel or something on it. And when you sand that Stingray, it smells horrible. That's something you wouldn't really expect, but
was it like smell like burning hair? I mean, that kind of that smell because of the bone or the calcium.
I don't. It's more like if you like set a tire on fire and set it out into some salt water.
Oh,
it was yeah, a little bit of that salty smell, but then the I don't know if there's oils or something in it that were burning out when I sanded it or what happened, but it was not a pleasant smell.
So, I mean, do you have any ideas of how to, like, maybe not endure such a awful aroma next time? To, some way to work on it where it won't put off that smell.
No, I think that's just part of it. It's the price I must pay.
It's like a knife. Oops, sorry about that. Go ahead, man.
Oh, you're fine. Scott up here is talking about the leather balm I make. And said it's working well on his lips and his beard and before he shaved. And that's some awesome stuff.
Dude, it is.
It took me several months to come up with that and get it just right.
Dang, yeah, I can imagine so because it works great. Like I said, I've been using it on my earlobes.
Yeah,
and it works better than the stuff you get at like the tattoo and piercing place. I mean, it's like way better. But JN, man, I appreciate that, dude. That's you're too much, man.
Yeah, JB's got it here. The scent of a bonfire at low tide.
The scent of a bonfire.
That's just about right. Yeah.
And I know what that smell smells like because I've had plenty of bonfires on the beach. Yeah, I would have been like, well, the oddest leather, it'd probably have to have been, well, one time a buddy of mine's grandma passed away and, well, they didn't really have money to, they didn't have money to have it professionally done.
Sitting in the living room.
Yeah, she's sitting in her favorite chair. Is there? Oh, okay. I thought there was another Bill. Bees just below the knees. Right on. That's what I'm talking about, Bill. My man. Call him Hollywood swinging. Viking funeral.
Yeah.
No. Oh, Ninja's, he's toting the Obaki himself. Dude, that's a crazy cool little knife, man. I wasn't expecting it to be that cool. Like, what are you making out of that Stingray?
With that one, I was making the inset pieces for a Microtech.
Oh,
and that's been a little while. I think I've got pictures posted of it on my Instagram. And it was the red Stingray set into a black handle, and it turned out really nice.
And that what you have there, that's like what's left over?
Yeah. Just hadn't found another project for it yet, so I set it to the side, and it'll come up.
Joe, you feel like doing a rap?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, because it's got that mock Stingray up under it, and then which it feels like, I can't tell if it's like a paracord type deal or I think it's like a paracord type deal.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's really that's some good traction there, man. But yeah, that would be cool. Matter of fact, you know what? Since the reason that you started leather work is there was something you needed and you couldn't find one that was good enough for you. But now I think you need a samurai sword, and it's probably going to be hard to find one that's good enough for you. So you might just have to make one, and then use that ray to wrap the handles.
That's right.
Yeah, big. Scott said something about owning Marfione Customs with Stingray inlay. So that's a thing that they do is a lot is the Stingray inlays.
Yeah.
Right on. That is crazy, man. Is it so? I mean, other than the horrid smell, is it difficult to work with just in general, or?
It's very hard to cut.
Mm.
So that was why I had to do a lot of the grinding on it, was to get it to cut clean edges. It had to be sanded down to it. Even my fresh scalpel blades wouldn't cut through it right, just because of the calcium on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. You just don't think about that with animals having skin like that.
Exactly. But no, the final project turned out amazing. So it was worth it in the end.
Did you post any pictures on your Instagram?
I believe there is at least one on there. Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to go back and check that. So I'd like to see that. I've always thought, I've never. Well, of course, cowboy boots. You see, the little the concrete cowboys walking around in their Stingray boots and stuff. But
yeah,
never. I've never seen it on like a knife handle, or besides the samurai swords, like the authentic Ray wraps. But
yeah,
I'm gonna go see if I can find it.
There it is. Looks like I posted it on April the 19th.
Oh, okay. So.
Oh, you liked it.
Did I?
Yeah.
That might. Oh, that was probably that night I was going through, checking out your post. It had to have been.
Yeah. Let me get it right where you can see it right there.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Daggone, man. Yeah, and I mean now that I'm looking at it, I remember seeing it now. But yeah, that's cool as crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was back then, because all these pictures are before the picture of you and your wife on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I saw that picture because I was like, oh my god, that's a cool picture, dude. Because the way the sky's all red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That we set up a camera on a tripod with a timer and do that. So it's hard for photographers trying to find somebody else to do pictures for us. So
yeah. Well, you couldn't find one of those, the little couples, and the husband's got the camera around his neck, and
I probably could have found one of those.
They love taking pictures for you.
Uh-huh.
They'll take a picture and you'll start to move. No. Let me get one more. Okay. No. All right. Now you act goofy and you do just take one picture. We're good. And the wife's apologizing.
Yeah, that's the way a lot of people are with their knives and don't want people to mess with them. That's the way I am with my camera. I'm not going to hand it to anybody else.
Yeah, a camera, like the money for a camera is like several knives. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
My dad, which he wasn't a photographer, we just bought him a decent little Canon camera back in the day. I mean, this was in the late 80s. Yeah, about mid to late 80s. So it was old one, but he didn't let anybody touch that thing. It was like where you had to. He did let me use it a few times to take pictures, but I couldn't stand it because it was the deal where to focus it, you had to turn it to where like you got that line right there, and you have to make it make the two things meet, and
right.
It was weird. But yeah, I mean, it was we had him a little like a telephoto lens and everything. He thought he was something, man. It was a little tripod walking around.
Yeah.
Like, Daddy, you ain't no
hobby.
Huh? Oh yeah, and see, but he only took pictures with like if the family like trips and stuff. He didn't even get out and do any kind of artsy kind of pictures. But I mean, he was a truck driver, so he wasn't really into the artsy stuff. He just liked taking pictures. All right, what's going on in here with these crazy? Make sure they're not tearing things up in there.
Yeah, it looks like John saw the picture of Stas's mat that was posted. I think he released an unboxing video of that yesterday. and it's
Oh, right
known
on.
around really well.
I'll have to check that one out. So far, I know you got Little Fit Devil and Stasa. Who else do I need to look for out there?
Metal Complex got his the other day.
Yep. I hardly ever watch like the big channels videos for some reason. I end up getting lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against them. It's not like I dislike them. I just I'm so far behind on everything. Okay, I'm back to the weird leather. But yeah, you guys don't tear it up in there, because otherwise I won't get my deposit back. I didn't. This ain't a rock star party. I'm not even going to ask Winchester what all that was about. Something about Mikey working the leather on Grandma.
I don't think we want to know that.
No. Squatted trucks. Yeah, Mikey drives a squatted truck out with neon. Do you see them, dude? Yes, I mean, the first one I saw was probably. Do y'all have the squatted trucks up there in Tennessee, Joe?
Not too many, but I see one every now and again.
The first one I saw was probably maybe close to 10 years ago in the Walmart parking lot, and I thought he was driving a broken truck. I was like, dude, that guy's his truck's broken, and he's just driving it. What in the world? And
couldn't afford the whole lift. He just got half of it.
Yeah, over time I figured out where it came from. Where we've got a lot of dog clubs around here. There's a lot of dog hunting, and most of the guys that dog hunt, their trucks are jacked up. Well, they'll have the rear end just a little bit lower because it's easier to get the dogs in the back, when they're loading them up after the hunt.
Yeah.
Well, apparently some idiot, noticed it and was like, I'm just going to go to the extreme with it.
Yeah.
And, that'd be point. Look like a boat you need to plane out.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently Jody has a pair of Stingray boots because he said, "Who you calling Concrete Cowboy?" Concrete Cowboys jumping out the squatted trucks. But yeah, we do see those way more than I would like, Mikey. Matter of fact, one of my really good friends, he's not bad now. Like I think he's pretty much gotten over his little phase of the squatted trucks. But I gave him hell every time I saw him because they'd be loud, like, and not a good loud, like hurt your ears. Sounds like the truck's about to break down loud. I appreciate it, Bill. Y'all just please don't tear the place up. So I've already got housekeeping calling me on the phone saying y'all are being loud and something about a chandelier may or may not be broken. Oh, I guess Jody's taking off. I appreciate you hanging out with us, Oh, you got to get back. You're at work. What in the world?
Time to get back to work.
Break. Yeah, get back to work, man. He must have had a little break or something. It's literally the Carolina squat. Yeah, I know it's the Carolina squat. But I mean that is where it originated, was here because of all the dog hunting and stuff, and then the idiots had to just see who could take it lower and lower and lower and lower and louder and louder and louder. Like, running straight pipes.
Yeah.
It's horrible. They're getting like $1,500 worth of work on their truck engines to make horsepower that they're never going to use.
Yep.
Yeah. Like in the buddy I'm talking about, he had a Suburban. It might have been a Yukon, but it was an SUV. It was a bigger SUV, and I mean that thing was loud as I don't know what. And I said, man, how much did you pay for your engine work? And it was like around $1,700. He said, man, but I'm pushing pushing 750 horsepower. I said, you're never going to use it though.
Nope.
Like, what are you going to do with 750 horsepower in that truck? So, like I said, you wasted your money. Yeah, that is right, Tim. You knuckleheads, man. Putting up with you knuckleheads. Burn gas. Yeah, dude. And he would complain about his gas mileage.
Yeah.
Man, I put $50 in my gas tank in 2 days. Well, you paid for it. You paid for your engine to do that. 7
my
miles
Jeep
per
sits in
hour.
the driveway, and we drive the wife's car.
Yeah, yeah. I had a Jeep Cherokee, and it even got crappy gas mileage.
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck was up with it. But it was no. The first one got better gas mileage. I had a '97, the old like square bodied one, 2-door manual transmission, 2-wheel drive. I love that thing, man. Oh, that was so much fun to drive. And then I got a newer one, and I hated it. What do you have a Wrangler or?
Yeah, I've got a Wrangler now.
Right on. Right, I had one in high school, but
yeah,
it was a joke. I bought it from a buddy, and it was the old it was the Laredo edition, so it was like, the fancy with the carpet and all that mess.
Right.
He had put it had 5 inches of lift on it, but I think it had 6 inches of lift, and it was 3 inches body lift, 3 inches of suspension lift. So where it was body, like the body lift was like, it's got the little like round bumper looking things, little loops, little hoops on the back. So they're down here, and then the body of the Jeep's way up here. And I mean, it was fun. I had some I think they were 33 by 12.5, maybe. They were BF Goodwrench mud trains, and they were fun to. I mean, you can get out in the mud and play around in it. And I had it up on 2 wheels more times than I care to admit.
It's the fun stories when you look back and wonder how you survived.
Yeah, especially when the one time I did it. I mean, it scared me, and the girl that was riding with me was like, "Oh, do that again, do that again." And of course, you got to show up. Well, yeah, I mean, I meant to do that, and I'm going to do it again. And so then you really wonder, how am I still alive, man?
Yeah.
I did nothing smart. And she's over there clapping, "Woo, it's fun," and I have no idea what actual danger she's in. Mikey's leaving us. Hate to take off, but I got to be up at like 5 a.m. and need some rest. Yeah, buddy, it was my pleasure, Mikey. I appreciate you hanging out with us. And you don't really have to be up at 5. I mean, there's nothing says you have to go to work, right? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? They fire you, then you never have to go. It's win-win. You can just find something that you want that nobody can make good enough for you, and start making it, and be like Joe and be your own boss. Well, besides the wife, of course.
Yeah. I think the wife's probably the boss. At least I'm going to say so. I think she can hear me.
Huh?
I said, at least I'm going to say so. I think she can hear me.
Okay. Yeah, as long as you're within earshot, yeah, she's the boss. Now, once she can't hear you no more, yeah, I run this place.
Exactly.
What? She didn't hear me, did she? Dang, boss man, chill out there. You all right? What is oh, okay. Somebody's baking cookies. Mail me some cookies, Mikey. White chocolate macadamia. We've discussed this before. Those are the best. Or, even though some people hate them, I love a good oatmeal raisin cookie.
Yeah, chocolate chips got to be the best.
Wait, well, I don't know. I guess it would be between. For me, it would be between white chocolate macadamia and chocolate chip, but like the big chunk chocolate chips.
Oh yeah. Or a good peanut butter cookie.
Oh yeah. Oh man, yes. I love anything peanut butter. Speaking of, um, Michael said that they love some tomfoolery and shenanigans. Well, y'all are in the right place because that's about all you're going to get around here is tomfoolery and shenanigans.
Peanut butter whiskey.
Oh, it's so good. It's good. Like it's not. The only one I've had that I just do not like is the squirrel. Like, I don't like the flavor of this. This one's got a good flavor, but it's 80 proof instead of the regular 70 proof, so it's got a little bit more kick to it, like a little more burn.
Yeah.
Which is why I take a little sip about every hour. So
probably safer
otherwise, I'd be looking at the top of my head. Dude, I can't say they, we give that poor Mikey all kinds of hell. They're giving him hell about his granny now. Oatmeal raisin granny cookie. All right. All right. Love you, buddy. You take care, Mikey. Get you some rest and go be a good, dutiful employee tomorrow and make your bosses proud of you like I know you do every day. He's got him a good job, man, for like straight out of college. The company he works for, it's one of the big dogs around here.
That's awesome.
Nucor Steel. Yeah. I'll try not to, Michael. I don't. Joe probably doesn't know about that. I got in a fight with a speaker at one point.
Oh yeah, I did see that. You had a knuckle shiner.
Oh yeah, it split me wide open. Like, and I didn't realize it. It hit me so hard, and I was, man, I'm gonna have a black eye. I don't want this. And then next thing I know, I could hear it dripping. It was hitting the little side table over there. And I looked down. I said, "Oh boy, this is gonna be good."
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, more times than I'd like to admit.
Yeah.
Although the first time it happened, it wasn't in a fight. It was I was in band in middle school, and I played the baritone horn. And we were leaving, like it was our last class of the day, so everybody would be rushing out of there so they could go get to the bus and go home. And I was going to hang it up on the wall, and then one of my buddies came rushing through there, and he bumped into it, and like the bell, like the rim of the bell where the sound comes out, hit me right in the eyebrow and split it wide open. It was nuts. I had to go get stitches.
That's awful.
A dang band accident.
I'd probably make up a better story.
Yeah, I didn't at the time because it just was what I did have some.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Dude, that was like, and it was always weird incidences. I ended up getting stitches 3 or 4 times from things that happened at school. I got my chin busted open playing. We were playing kickball, and I was on second base. Dude kicked the ball. Well, the guy in the infield caught it, and I was like, "Crap! I got to get back to the base." So I went running back to the base, and we're on asphalt now. We're out in like the parking lot playing, and I just go to slide. And when I slid feet first, and the other cat ran to like tag the base, and he ran through my feet and like spun me around, and my face hit the asphalt and split my chin open. So I had to go get stitches for that. And then we were shut up, Jared. we were playing football in, it was like seventh or eighth grade, and the dude that I was blocking, his name, I can remember like it was yesterday. His name was Rusty, and he was a good like foot taller than me. He was one of them guys that he had a mustache in 6th grade, and
I know the kind.
Full beard by the time he was in 7th grade, and he's like 6'4", 275, solid muscle.
Yeah.
He catches me with his shoulder, caught me right in the mouth, and it busted my it was nasty too. Oh, it gave me the heebie-jeebies, but it busted my top lip so bad, like the insides of it were hanging out, like dangling.
Yep.
Whoa. So I had to go get stitches for that. Welcome back there, Jason Brown. You took a baseball to the head, puck. That's what's wrong with you, Michael. Baseball to the head, puck to the head, and golf ball to the back.
Sounds like a bad day.
Yeah, it's a real bad day. That was probably within a 5-minute time period. He was freaking this big. No, dude, Rusty was huge. Like, he was one of those, and he wasn't. I mean, he wasn't a mean dude. Like, everybody loved him. He was a great guy. He was just didn't realize his own strength. I mean, and when I was in like 7th or 8th grade, I was probably all like 5'8", 120, something like that. So I was far from big. So everybody's kind of big compared to me.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even get normal sized until probably the beginning of my senior year, because I took weightlifting in my junior and senior year. I was seriously 135 up until the beginning of my junior year. And man, like, ended up, I was like 160, somewhere around there when I graduated. Swung with the thunder. When the guy fell into me, I got headbutted to the mouth. My teeth dug. He busted his lip in a fight, and the dude didn't even get a lick on him. He sounds like he about knocked the dude out, and the dude headbutted him. Oh, Winchester.
That's awful. Jen said you always seem normal sized. I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to read in that, but.
Oh, what's up, Jen? Dang, when did you sneak in? Would you? I don't know. Did we like know each other real well? And cause see, when we were hanging out, that was junior and senior year. I don't know if we hung out much at Pine Mountain. That's when I was teeny. Hey Joe, this is my friend Jen that I grew up with back in Georgia. She popped in one night in one of the live streams, and she's been hitting them up pretty frequently since then. Which I meant to send you a message about tonight's, Jen. That was my bad. I forgot about that. I'm normal size now, but in middle school I wasn't normal. I was pretty small. And then like freshman and sophomore year, because I ran cross country, so I like never could put on weight because we ran like 10, 15 miles a day in practice. Yeah, they really honestly just got done with the dirty talk right before you came in. A bunch of knuckleheads. They're in there, they're tearing up the room, and I'm not going to get the deposit back, and it's ridiculous. And me and Joe are just a bad timing, you mean? Well, I guess, yeah. You missed all the fun stuff. Which hour 18. Not bad at all. I think that's pretty much all he's got, Tim. Tim's looking for more links for you to post. He said he's got your Instagram, your Facebook, and your Etsy store.
Yeah.
And
currently working on a website right now. Hopefully,
oh really? Right
within
on.
the next probably week or two.
That's what's up. Yeah, I was waiting on that. That was another thing I was going to ask you. What was your goal? Like, once you actually started, producing products and selling them at a pretty good clip, like, did you have a goal as far as the size you wanted to reach? Or
no, not really. Just kind of along for the ride, I guess.
Yeah.
See what happens with it.
Well, I hope you're good with getting pretty big, because I think that's where it's headed.
I'm surprised by it every day right now. So happy, but it still surprises me when I turn on YouTube and see my mats on several channels.
Yeah. It's got to be a good feeling.
Oh yeah.
All right. Have a good night, Scott. Scott Big Boar's going to bed.
Good night, Scott.
Or going to edit videos.
Yeah. He's on the West Coast. It's still early there.
Yeah. He's Not even 8 o'clock. I forget about that. Which it bites me in the butt in the morning time, because it'll be 8 o'clock here, and I'm like, well, I'll message so and so, and they don't answer. I'm like, golly, dude, get out of bed. It's 8 o'clock. Come on now. Well, no, it's 5 o'clock there. So
no, I wouldn't answer at 8 o'clock in the morning here anyway. So you get closer to like 10:30, 11 maybe.
Yeah.
But you can find me at midnight. So.
Oh yeah. See, that's the good thing. That's good for us, because most of us are up late at night, and that's when you're normally you get the hankering for a mat or a sheath or something. You're messing around with your collection, and I'd really like a slip for this slip joint here.
That's right.
I need to go look on Instagram and see who makes slips. I'll ask around, see if anybody has any recommendations.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point, Jen. Because y'all, I'm gonna tell you a little secret about her. She blushes now. She's a blusher. Apparently, Todd Carr got run over by a moose. These guys have been these guys have been through some stuff, man. Have you been reading this?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Jason Brown got shot in the knee with a .22.
I mean, it's horrible, but it's kind of humorous now.
Jared got hit by buckshot in the back of the ear.
Oh, see, Scott didn't drop any injury stories before he left. So
no.
But yeah, Todd gets run over by a moose somehow.
I mean, how do you get run over by a moose?
I don't know. I think they're pretty fast though, because I think that them things will like trample you. Is what I've heard. I mean, I don't know anything about them. Yeah, I would think you'd be able to like bob and weave or something, but maybe not.
It's like the people that get hit by trains. It's real loud.
You can tell the future when it comes to a train. You know exactly where it's going. You don't have to, so you know where you can go. Oh my goodness. I told them, I think it was in Justin and Molly's live stream, about getting trampled by a daggum llama, because my parents they got a pair of like a male and female llamas, and they had a baby. Well, they sold the male, and the baby was a male. And I guess it's like a whole big thing if the male baby doesn't have a male like role model, or to model itself after, and if you're like, I guess more like if you pet it a lot when it's younger, when it gets older, it thinks you're its mate, pretty much. Like that's how it sees you. And
sounds bad.
So like when he was younger, I mean, he'd play like a puppy. I'd chase him around the yard, he'd chase me, and like we'd have a good old time. And then I wasn't living at home there, so like at that time, so I came back, several months to a year later, and he was a lot more grown. And so I tried to play, chase the puppy, and it didn't work out good. He came after me. I mean, I got away. Like, he didn't get me, like, knock me to the ground, but he was right on my tail, and it was not fun. It was scary.
Why did they have llama?
They have a little farm, and they not like a functional farm, just like a for show farm, pretty much. I trimmed it all down, Jen. I got tired of it, so I trimmed it all down, because at one point it was not quite as long as Joe's, but it was getting pretty long there. But yeah, they've got, he's the only llama they have left now, and I think the only reason they haven't gotten rid of him is because he's too ornery and nobody wants him.
Yeah.
Because he's just, you used to competitor, you can't pet him anymore. Like, you go near him, he just starts that stuff where he's gonna spit on you, and they keep him out there in the pasture. They got little miniature donkeys, like I mean like dog side, like they stand like less than 3 feet tall at the shoulders, and they've got little pygmy goats and all kinds of crazy chickens, um, like the little funny ones with the funny hairdos and the feathers on their feet and stuff.
Yeah.
And like geese and peacocks. Oh, they love their freaking peacocks. Mama makes little arrangements out of the tail feathers and stuff. But yeah, they live because we like where Jen lives. It's kind of close to Atlanta. It's on like the north side. What, Jen, like 20, 30 minutes away from downtown, maybe a little bit longer than that. But then they moved up to Blairsville, Georgia, which isn't it's not too awful far from you. I think it's only like maybe 2.5, 3 hours from you. Because I've gone to Knoxville from their house, and it didn't take that long. But
I'm about 200 miles north of Atlanta.
Okay, yeah. So they're about 90 miles. I want to say 90 to 100 miles north.
They're just on the other side of Chattanooga.
Yeah, they're right there at Copper Hill.
Okay, yeah.
You can see like from there's a certain point like in the town right next to them. You can actually see like Copper Hill. So they're right there. They're right near Helen, Georgia, kind of near Dahlonega, right there. Murphy, North Carolina. They're like 30 minutes from Murphy. So
okay,
they're right there. Right there where what is it? It's like North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee.
Yeah,
like all in Georgia, all but together. Yeah. They're right there in that area. But so yeah, when they moved up there, it was like, and what they did, they bought. There was this old homestead that was up for sale, and thank you, Jen and Google. 73 miles from like the Marietta, Kennesaw area, but that's a little bit north of Atlanta too. So yeah, they're probably like 90 to 100 miles north of Atlanta. But they bought like 20 acres of this homestead because what happened was the parents had died, so the kids all inherited. There was a handful of kids. They all inherited land. Each, inherited 20 or so acres. Well, they didn't get along. The kids didn't get along, so one of them would get mad and didn't want to live next to the other one any longer, so they'd sell off theirs and take off. And so my parents were constantly like checking up at the courthouse to see what was going on with the different plots of land, and they ended up buying it all up. So now they live up there and have animals. That's pretty much what they've always wanted to do, is just chill out and have animals. So they've got it now. They got a horse you can't ride. That's the why, because horses they eat a lot. So if it doesn't do you any good. I mean, you can't ride it. It's not like a farm horse. It doesn't pull the plow or anything. It's just in the pasture. There's a friend of theirs. I didn't know about this until recently, but apparently out like in Texas and Oklahoma and stuff, they do the like a million Mustang roundup.
Yeah.
And then people will like actually get these Mustangs and then train them, and then so they get like 3 months to train them. Then they bring them back, and they basically put them through a show, like a horse show, and they win money for it, like apparently good money. Yeah. So one of my mom's friends had ended up buying two, had them trained like and they're these young kids, like I think they were like a 15-year-old and a 16-year-old trained her horses. Well, they went and did the competition. One of them won first place, and the other one won like second or third. So before she left, she calls my mom and she was like, "Hey, did you want a Mustang?" And my mom was like, "I mean, I hadn't really thought about it. Why?" She said, "Well, I've got two of them and I can only have one, so I was going to give you the other one." So mom was like, "Oh yeah, I'll take it." And so they gave her the Mustang, and I mean, it'll come up to you. You can pet it. It's just as gentle as can be, but it's not broke, so you can't ride it.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm not. I mean, when it comes to a horse, I'm not going to feed something I can't ride.
Yeah, tell me about
It's
it.
kind of like how it is with women. I'm not going to feed something I can. Never mind. That was horrible. Is Jen still in here? You didn't hear that. I'm sorry. I forgot there were females present. She was at 10:54, so that was only 3 minutes ago. Yeah, so they're probably about 100 miles from you, hour and a half. Well,
Yeah.
no, yeah, hour and a half, 2 hours, something like
Yeah.
that. She's got the little hear no evil monkey up there.
Yeah.
But it takes a No, I was just saying, Bill. Not like you think I meant it. That's not how I meant it at all. However you thought I meant it. But it's it's real curvy road, so it takes forever, man. Like, because there's not like you can just hop on the interstate and head that direction. It's those, like, you get car sick even driving them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hadn't seen Michael Morgan there, Todd. But you like it up there? I mean, it's pretty chill. It's kind of it's getting busier, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, especially Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area. It's busier every year. I think I heard the other day that the Smoky Mountains are the most visited national park in the country now.
Yeah, I can believe it. And because it basically it just about ruined the travel industry when they were having all those fires. I mean, because that's where everybody was going and they couldn't go there.
Yeah. So between May and September, I go nowhere near it.
Yeah. No, that's like me with Myrtle Beach, which Myrtle Beach is just about year round now. So
yeah,
it's horrible. But yeah, I mean, I can remember going to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, and I mean, it would be like you could just have a nice, relaxing walk, down the side. Like, it wasn't really crowded. There was like maybe 2 sets of outlet malls in Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, that was it.
And and we'd go to Maggie Valley, and it would never be busy. And now I hear people I'm going to Maggie Valley. I'm like, golly. And they're talking about, well, what'd you do there? Well, we wanted to do this, but it was too crowded. And I'm like, Maggie Valley's crowded? Yeah, it's horrible up there, man. I feel like it's going to get like that where my parents are pretty soon, because they're still like, there's nobody where they live.
Yeah, only a matter of time.
It's just them and the and the meth cooks. Apparently, Union County, Georgia, is like got the highest per capita population of methamphetamine cooks anywhere in the Southeast.
Now, there's Tim asking how far I am from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I can be from my house in their parking lot in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's right, just thinking there.
Yeah.
He said, so you're probably about 3 hours from. Yeah, that's what he's in. He's near Nashville. Jason Brown is.
Yeah, I'm right at 200 miles from Nashville. Of course, if you account for the time change, I'm either 2 or 4 hours, depending on where you're going.
That always messes me up, because all my family, my Tennessee family, except for my one cousin who I didn't really see that much, he's from Knoxville, like the Knoxville area, but everybody else is from around Nashville. So whenever we'd go visit them, it was, we'd always do the time change thing. So anytime somebody's like, oh, I live in such and such Tennessee, I'm like, oh crap, you're an hour behind us, huh? No, I'm on the same time zone as you, man. I think, it was KJ Pearson, because he lives like near the Virginia border, and he was talking about living in Tennessee, and I was like, oh yeah, you're Central Time. I forgot about that. And he said, no, I'm Eastern.
Yeah.
The mathematicians of the rural South. Oh yeah. Yeah, they because there's so much like, there's still so many, like, just woods that are untouched up there, just acres and acres and acres that, I mean, nobody goes to. So they'll be up in the hills just cooking away, and nobody has a clue till there's a huge explosion on the side of the mountain. Well, it is in Union County, so they might be the local what is it, the union local whatever of meth cooks.
Yeah.
Do you go to Smoky Mountain Knife Works a good bit, or?
Well, once in a while, if I find something I need, or if I need a knife to make a pattern for a sheath, or
Yeah.
it's convenient to have here.
Oh yeah, you can get anything there. It's huge.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'd have to stay away because I'd be done spending it all.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, the times that I've gone up to visit my cousin, and it would be just me, or well, last time it was me and the ex, but she wasn't ex then, but I would like just I'd have to like put the blinders on. I'm like, I'm not going. I'm
Yeah.
not going to
Yeah.
Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I'm not doing it.
I mean, I've been going there since, I don't know, early 80s probably, and it was maybe 300 square feet. It was nothing like it is now.
Dang.
And it was, I don't know, 2 or 3 miles up the road from where it is now. And
oh, really?
Where they moved, where they moved now, they started out with just the main floor, and they built onto it little by little every year, and it's huge now.
Dang.
But yeah, used to it was just a little tiny knife shop.
Yeah, I'll go eventually, but it's just the times that I've been, in a position to actually just go by there, it wasn't good times, so I steered clear. But yeah, I'll end up going, but it sucks because I'd like to have, checked it out when it was just a, little knife shop before it got so big.
Yeah. Just a bunch of the little glass display cases around the thing. And I remember they had one of the big mechanical Swiss Army knives up on the wall.
Oh yeah.
I was probably like 3 or 4 years old at the time, and I was always fascinated by that.
Daggum, yeah, that'd be cool,
Yeah.
man. It'd be cool to have some pictures of that, like from back when you used to go.
Yeah.
Let's see, 45. I didn't know GP Knives was around you, Jared. Which, I mean, look, that works out good for you because I don't think really they're the greatest of knife stores. I very rarely order anything from them. Dang, I was reading Jason Brown talking about his brother. Went through some wacky stuff, some lucky to be alive type stuff. Yeah, the closest thing I have to me really is Southern Edge at the beach, and it's at I think it's at Broadway. It's either at Broadway or Barefoot Lane. I think it's at Broadway. I want to say maybe it is Barefoot Lane. I get those two places confused because they're just both touristy little places. Which I'm sure you've probably been to Myrtle Beach a couple times, haven't you? In your life?
Yeah. I mean, used to. That was the place everybody in the South went.
Yeah. Yep. Well, depending on where you lived, if you lived like North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, it was Myrtle Beach. Georgia, it was Panama City, or Jekyll Island.
Yeah.
And Panama City was the redneck Riviera.
Yeah.
You'd see some wild stuff there, though. I can remember going. We would go there in the summer and spend a week. The church youth group, and I can remember the first time because before that we would go to this place. No, before that we would go to Jekyll Island because they had this big like church convention thing for all the kids. Like it would last all summer long, and you would like different churches would go different weeks or whatever. So that was our trip for the longest time, and I think they did away with it or something. I don't remember. Like we quit going, and we started. They told us they were like, "Yeah, we're not going to Jekyll Island this year. We're going to Panama City." And I was like, "Is that a good idea?" Like, like we're gonna get like they're gonna ruin us down there, man. Like we're all gonna come back drug addicts and sex crazed maniacs. That's that like girls gone wild beach. And, I mean, I can remember having like we'd be out there playing volleyball, and the stage for the wet t-shirt contest would be like 100 feet that way.
Yeah.
And we're like in 7th and 8th grade on a church trip. Like, whoa.
I still love the beach, but I've got to go in the off season.
Yeah, and I will see Folly Beach down around Charleston. It's not too bad. It's actually enjoyable to go there.
Yeah.
It hadn't gotten like touristy and like it. I don't know. The last time I went to Myrtle Beach was like maybe 3 years ago, and it had only been maybe a year since I'd been down there. And it just in that year period, it got like you go on the beach and it was just solid people. Like there was no spot for anything. I said no, never again. I'm not coming here anymore. If I do go if you go to Myrtle Beach State Park, it's not bad there and you can camp at the state park, and then the beach like right there where they're at isn't crowded at all. So that if I have to go to Myrtle Beach, that's the only place I'll go.
Yeah. I discovered Tybee Island off Savannah a few years back, and
that's another beautiful good place.
Nice and calm and not touristy at all.
No, that's kind of in the vicinity-ish of Jekyll, isn't it? Like Jekyll's like what round you go through Brunswick.
Yeah, I think it's north of Tybee because Tybee is below Hilton Head. Yeah.
You got Hilton Head and Tybee, and then north is St. Simon's and Jekyll.
Yeah.
And some that's the muddiest ocean water I've ever seen in my life. It's just brown. Oh, and there's a lot of stingrays there too.
There is. You're right.
Because whenever we were down there, we do a lot of like a lot of body surfing, and you could like look to your left or right, and the stingrays would be riding the waves with you.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Something Oh, dang, Jeremy, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hate that, dude. But from what I saw of your post, I think it was on the 4th, you make some banging ribs, so I bet you don't have a bit of trouble selling your ribs. Everybody loves ribs.
Yeah, I love good ribs.
Oh yeah. That's probably my favorite barbecues, ribs. The best place I've ever had ribs from is there's a little gas station. It's about 15 minutes from me, and the old man, he passed away now, but I think the son took it over, and I think he still does them. But every Friday, you could go in there and you could buy ribs or chicken. You could buy like half and quarter chickens, and then half racks and whole racks of ribs, and he made his own sauce. Dude, like you could.
Always the best. You could find it like a gas station.
Oh yeah, it was little, like a tiny one. I mean, little, and it was just a little block one. It was painted white. It was called Tommy's Grocery. But and you couldn't pick the ribs up. Like you go to pick it up and it just fall apart. Like you pretty much have to eat it with a fork. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I told you he wouldn't. The way them things looked, he don't have no trouble selling no ribs. Made $200 on Saturday. He's Golik cook. Did you bring us any corn, man? Like corn on the cob, or I dig some corn on the cob.
Oh yeah.
I'm not big. Well, I can eat it now. When I was, Mama always made cream corn, and I couldn't stand it when I was growing up. I can eat it pretty good now.
I love fresh corn right out of the garden.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Especially that it's got a certain name. It's one of the white corns, but it's kind of sweet. But they'll have it at the farmers market here, and oh man, that stuff's good.
I think the Silver Queen was always my favorite.
Yeah, that one's a good one
that's
too.
That's one of the white, sweeter ones.
Yeah, this one, it starts with an M. It's like 2 words, but I can't remember what it is. It'll hit me probably like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll wake out of a dead sleep and that's what it is. I'll message you.
Yeah.
Not hominy. Hominy's corn you soak in lye, and it swells up. I'm talking about an ear of corn on the cob. Yeah, he cooked it on the cob. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Started doing that and leaving it in the husk and smoking it.
Oh yeah,
it is good that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how I'll just. I mean, I won't smoke them, but I'll throw them on the grill like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they turn out perfect. I don't know. Maybe they all call regular corn hominy in Tennessee. I don't know. I know
No.
my daddy had his family convinced that one of my mama's legs was shorter than the other because he said, well, that's because they run around the hillsides all the time. So one of her legs is shorter than the other, so she can stand upright when she's running around the hillside. Because she did grow. There was a probably like where she grew up probably had the highest elevation right there in. She was between Murfreesboro and Eagleville, but they were considered Eagleville. She went to like Eagleville school and all that stuff. But it had a little hill on their farm. They called it the Knob, and it was probably like I said, it was probably the highest elevation around there. And I think Daddy had taken his parents pictures of that and showed them. See, that's the hill she runs around.
Yeah.
They were looking at it. He said they were looking at her all funny the first time she came to visit, and they were trying to see if I don't see one of her legs being shorter.
That's what I talk to people from overseas all the time, and I can tell them Tennessee, it's either Dollywood or Jack Daniels. But they understand one or the other.
Or Opryland.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Dollywood. I've been there one time. Matter of fact, that was one of the worst experiences of my life because they got that kind of log ride where it holds a bunch of people and you come down the hill and hit the water, and then there's the bridge right there, right? So me, in my infinite wisdom in 7th grade, decided it was a good idea for the last thing I did while we were there was to sit on that bridge and let the water hit me for every little raft that came down. And then we climbed in my daggum 80-year-old uncle's Lincoln Town car, and I was squashed in the middle of the front seat, and he had the air conditioning full blast, driving like 35 miles an hour from Nashville to Eagleville. It's about a 40-minute. Well, it's about a 30-minute drive normally, and it'd take him about 45 minutes to an hour. And about probably 15 minutes into the ride, I had to pee worse than I'd ever had to pee in my life. And I was shivering, and dude, it was so miserable. And I couldn't say anything. My dad's sitting on this side, and Uncle Creighton's driving, and he does everything slow. He like breathes slow. He'd look around a little bit. I'm like, drive, go. I'm like reaching over there and pushing his foot down on the pedal. And I did at one point, I kind of snuck up and turned the air down a little bit and moved the vent to the side a little bit. And I eased back. I didn't get good and comfortable. And he reached over there and adjusted it, and moved it back. Didn't skip a beat. So it was rough. And yes, pistachio ice cream is amazing, dude. I can vouch for that Bees. That's one of my favorite ice creams.
This is garlic ice cream.
Garlic ice cream?
That doesn't sound good at all.
No. It's a must try if you haven't. I haven't, and I mean, I'll try anything once. So,
I don't know. I like garlic and I like ice cream, but I don't know about together.
Yeah, no, that's rough. Took my daughter to Dollywood. Yeah, I mean, I had a good time there. Just made a dumb mistake there at the end. Because we used to go to my aunt. She's Little Miss Fancy thing because she was the whole small town girl made good, and she was a doctor and this and that. So when she moved back to Eagleville, she'd have to take us every year for Christmas, take us to Opryland Hotel to eat their buffet.
Mm-hmm.
And so which I mean, it was cool because they got the indoor jungle pretty much.
Yeah.
And we'd walk through there, and the food was good, but it was too. Bill's leaving. All right, Bill, you have a good night, man. Get you some rest.
Yep. Have a good night, Bill.
Glad you stopped by and hung out with us. Yeah, I'm with Tim on my brain won't allow me to comprehend garlic plus ice cream.
No. And Jason Brown here. I do like homemade ice cream though.
Oh yeah. Yep. I can remember back. That was the thing back in like the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And they had the little ice cream. Those loud.
Yep.
It'd take you like 2 hours, and you'd get like a bowl of ice cream.
Yeah. That was some good ice cream though.
Oh, it was for real. You thought you had done something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's where you saw he's got homemade ice cream in the freezer, huh? What? See, Jason's not fair, dude. Was it yesterday in KC's live? He's talking about he's over there eating daggum rhubarb and berry cobbler. Man, don't be telling us that if you can't share. Mark, are you near Gilroy? Mark lives near Gilroy, dude. I used to be stationed out near there, the garlic capital of the world. I thought, yeah, you're out towards San Jose, huh? If if you head up the 101, well, head down the 101 south. I think it's the next exit, like probably the last exit off of the 101, right there at King City. Drive like 30 miles out there. That's where I was stationed, Mark. Matter of fact, we used to hit the Denny's in King City all the time because that was the closest. Like we'd get the drunk munchies and go hunt for a DD so they could drive us to King City so we could go eat some Moons Over Miami or Grand Slam at Denny's. We had a dude, Atkinson, was from right there in Gilroy. What's the prison there, Mark? There's a daggone prison right there, one of the big ones. What the heck is it? Like, it's one of the famous ones, if I remember correctly. Denny's effing blows. I mean, yeah, but it was when it's either that or Army Snack Bar Pizza. Denny's was pretty good compared to that. But if I could eat anywhere, it would be I don't even know if it's still out there. And I know it was mostly down south. They had two down south, F. McClintock's. That place was some good ass food. But what's the prison, Mark? That's out there near near Gilroy and all that. Peanut butter. I don't know what that mochi. Do you know what that word is, Joe? The MOCHI.
It's like some kind of Japanese ice cream thing or something, isn't it?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I
It
think
sounds
so.
good. He's talking about peanut butter flavored, and I love peanut butter. I was waiting on which I don't know how far the chat is behind now, but I was trying to figure out what that prison was out there.
I don't think he's going to tell you.
I don't think he is either. I'm Googling it right now. I went to jail in San Luis Obispo. I remember that place very well, but that was a dumb move coming back from San Diego after a weekend of partying down in Tijuana, and had to pick up a 12-pack of beer for the ride back to base. And then had to listen to my buddy talk about, oh, I've got a built-in radar detector. I know anytime a cop's coming. I told him, I was like, no. And I was like, dude, can you drive for a little bit? Because it was his car and I was driving it, and it was a little Geo Metro, the 3-cylinder Geo Metro. And I kept the gas pedal pegged the entire ride, and it 99 miles an hour. That's as fast as it would go. And I got pulled over doing 99 in a 55 down the 101 by a chippy. And I had to be a smart ass because we looked for the registration. We found the registration, all that mess, and he gave me the ticket, and it was a reckless driving ticket. And he said, this is going to be a steep one, but here's your ticket. And I had to be a smart ass and say, gee, thanks. And he smelled the beer on my breath. And it was on. He immediately grabbed me and
yep, you were in trouble then.
Yep, made me do the field sobriety and gave me a breathalyzer there. And he said, well, do you want another breathalyzer? Do you want a blood test? Yeah, he gave me a choice of another breathalyzer or a blood test. Well, I'm thinking another breathalyzer. He's just going to give me a breathalyzer right there. So I was like, well, maybe if I choose blood test, then that'll give me some time to get this out of my system. Because when I finally ended up, like, the final blood alcohol content was barely over. It was like 0.11, and at that point it was 0.10 was the legal limit. But when I took the first breathalyzer, it was 0.15. I said, well, if I do the blood test, that'll give me, a little bit more time. No, the other breathalyzer was at the jail where they were taking me, which was another 20 minutes past the hospital where we stopped to get the blood test. And it took them 45 minutes to warm the machine up to get it going so if I had chose breathalyzer, I probably wouldn't have ever got a DUI. That's what you get for thinking.
Yeah, exactly. 50-50 shot.
Yeah. And I always get the wrong 50.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Here you go. There's the mochi is a
the mochi.
Sweet rice thing from Japan.
Glutinous. That sounds pretty good. Salinas, yeah, the prison in or near Salinas. That's where it's Salinas, not which, I mean, that's all in this, like, near the same area, but yeah, Salinas. that me and my buddy rode from base to Salinas, and there's this long stretch where the tree, I don't know, and I don't, still to this day, don't know why, but the trees are for like, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 feet up. They're painted white, but the wind is really bad there. And we were on little Ninja 600s, and dude, those little motorcycles were, the wind would hit us, and we'd be in the other lane. It was rough. Oh heck yeah! Worm had the high performance. He had the supercharged Metro with the 4 cylinders. It would go. It would actually go 101 miles an hour.
Downhill.
Mm-hmm. But that talking about that 8-gallon tank that would last forever. I mean, I think we filled up once on the way to San Diego and maybe once on the way back. And from where we were, it was a 6-hour drive. So, and yeah, and like we filled up with change. Like my buddy Mike, like scrounged change to fill the tank up with.
Yeah.
103. His was go 103. So you had 4 miles an hour on the little 3-cylinder. That's not bad. You would have won the race. Oh, but yeah, that had to open my daggum stupid mouth. Thanks, officer. And he immediately
every time.
Yeah, because he didn't say a word to me, because he handed me the ticket, and I hadn't even gripped it good, and I was like, "Thanks, officer," and he just pulled it right back out of my hand and tore it up, and I was like, "Oh, you're not gonna write me a ticket?" He said, "Nope, you're under arrest." I was like, "What? Whoa, wait, what? I'm what? Give me the ticket back. I want that." Yeah, and it was a horrible night because we were going out, and like we were leaving to go out in the field the next morning at like first formation was 7 o'clock, and we had to be down there with all our gear packed. And I ended up getting back to my room at 6:30 by the time they released me, which luckily they released me on a PR bond because I was in the military. And then but then I had to wait because daggum base is about an hour and a half away, so I had to wait for my ride to come get me, and then for the ride back. And then of course which I should have kept my mouth shut, but I was worried. I was like, dang, I'm gonna get stranded out here. I'm not gonna be able to get back, so I needed to let my squad leader at least know where I'm at. So I told my buddy, because they wouldn't let him. He was 20, so he was underage, and he had drank like one beer. He blew like a .03 or something like that. Well, he couldn't drive because he had any alcohol in him, and he was underage. So they towed his car, and he had to get a ride back. So then he told our squad leader where I was. And when I got back, they never would have found out otherwise. But when I got back, then I had to go before the general, get a dang general's letter of reprimand, and I lost rank and got flagged for. I lost my rank, and they literally flagged me for promotion until the day after I ETS'd out. So I couldn't make my rank back whenever before I got out. It was messed up. I was so mad. But I get back at like 6:30. I pack all my crap as quick as I can. We get down. Well, this has just happened to be one of those high stress weeks where they put you under like simulated like high stress combat situations where you don't get any sleep. You live off of 1 MRE a day. And so I'm going down there ill as crap. Hadn't had any sleep. Don't get any sleep the first night. Don't get any sleep the second night. The third night we get to an assembly area, and I think, okay, we're going to actually set up camp here, and I'm going to get some sleep, and I'm looking forward to it. And then my platoon sergeant calls me over, and he said, well, you got first and last shift pulling security. And he said, and we're doing 2-hour shifts. And like, as it stood, we were only going to get like 6 hours of sleep. So I'm like, dude, I'm going to get 2 hours of sleep. And like, I didn't even think. I had my M16 in my hand, and I threw it down to the ground. I said, fuck this shit, and turned around and stomped off. And I got like 10 steps, and I just stopped. I turned around, and I walked over, and I bent down and picked it up. I said, I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. And He said, I'm going to let that slide because you're under a lot of stress. You hadn't had any sleep. He said, but it better don't ever happen again. I mean, you can guarantee that.
Should have taken that ticket.
Oh, yeah, I should have. Beaver Baron coming to hang out with us. Beaver's on the. He's like, oh, good Lord. What's up, Kyle? How's it going, buddy?
Well, everybody's stopping in to see us tonight.
Yeah, we must be on their way home. They're heading home from the party, and we'll stop by and see them on the way. Oh, Kyle.
That's right.
AKA Gimli. You got your battle axe with you, Kyle? Or did he literally just say hey and pop out?
Maybe.
He might have. Can't stay long, just want to say hey. Bye. Uh-oh. Beaver Baron got his Finch Tacuna. Dude, I'm telling you that. Oh, there he is. What's up, buddy? Do you have your battle axe? That's what I want to know. I'm pretty sure that the Tycoona was my favorite of the Finches that I had. Definitely wasn't the fanciest, but I mean, I don't know, that blade shape and then the action on it, dude. It's just like, I don't know, it's the most like authoritative action of any of those. Your battle axe, man. Battle dwarves carry battle axes. Gimli always has his double-headed battle axe on his back. Hey, buddy. Shit, yes I do. Hell yes, we'll talk about Kyle. The Weasel. Dang, I haven't thought about that dude in forever. Is he still alive? Pauly Shore?
I hadn't heard anything from him in a while. I don't know.
Harsh in my mellow. To chillin' nature. Yeah, that was a funny cat. The last thing I remember seeing him in was, let's see, he was in that In the Army Now movie and Son-in-Law. Steven Tyler PJs. Steven Tyler PJs. He's got a new movie out? No. He's probably he's playing the old guy sitting on the porch whittling wood in this movie. He's got to be.
Yeah, you'd think.
He was alive, bloated, and was on Rogan's show whining about being typecast. Oh no. Why would anybody typecast Pauly Shore? I mean, he was so diverse in his acting. Why are you typecasting me? Dude, you literally have one character. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all you have. And it's you. Like, you're the character. You're not even acting. You're just being you. Biodome. Yeah, that was a good one too. And wasn't he was in Encino Man, wasn't he? Or was he not?
I think he was.
Yeah, I'm almost positive he was. Yep, Encino Man, Biodome, In the Army Now, Son-in-Law. I think that was about that's all I remember seeing. That's it. that's his Pauly Shore's portfolio right there. Jury Duty. Yeah, he was. Yep. Oh, so he doesn't look old then. I figured he'd have like gray hair and Better Off Dead. That sounds familiar. Is that the movie with Liz Hurley in it? I swear, wasn't there a movie that was like Brendan Fraser was in it and Liz Hurley was in it, and it had a dead theme to it, because that's the one that Brendan Fraser says somebody's had too many martinis. Liz Hurley is a goddess, yes, or was. I hadn't seen her in years. We don't hang out anymore. I gotta look now.
Jared White here took out 2 power poles and couldn't post bail because there was no power to swap his card. That's a rough night.
Oh crap! No, I hadn't seen this. Is Better Off Dead's a John Cusack movie. I hadn't seen that one. But I do the movie that I'm thinking of was I think it was called She Devil, the one with Liz Hurley in it. Took out a fence, pine tree, and my first marriage with my DUI. I didn't take nothing out. I just got pulled over literally 10 seconds before my exit, where like nobody would have seen me, because it's from there. It's just a little 2-lane that goes straight back to the base, and nobody would be out there ever. And we had the only people that would be patrolling it. We had federales that worked instead of MPs. They worked the front gate and everything, and so they would be out there. But the only reason they'd be there is driving home. They wouldn't be actually trying to pull anybody. So if I could have just made it to that exit, or kept my mouth shut. Better Off. I'm gonna have to watch that Better Off Dead movie. I like the most John Cusack movies I saw. Yeah, Bedazzled. What's the? No, She Devil's the one with Roseanne Barr in it, isn't it? Yeah, or she's the devil. But yeah, Bedazzled. And then what's the movie with Jennifer Connelly in it where they get locked in a department store all night? It's got her and that Dermot Mulrooney dude, I think, and some kid. Oh, I have seen Better Off Dead, because I remember that part with the paper boy. Yeah. And what's the other one? The one where he reads the little saying in the bathroom that says, "As Wichita Falls, so falls Wichita Falls." It was it wasn't Grosse Point Blank, was it? Maybe it was. Little Nicky. That's a good but crappy movie right there, Little Nicky. That's I think that's most of, well, no, his Adam Sandler's earlier movies were really, really good, and then they just got kind of crappy and dumb.
Yeah.
What? Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of dang. Well, I think we got some West Coasters, but it's almost midnight here, and I don't know if any of you guys have to get up early. Darling Nikki, that's a Prince song, isn't it? Have I seen mid-90s? I graduated high school in the mid-90s.
I think it means you remember the mid-90s.
I remember some of it. I remember everything up until graduation, and then after that, it's kind of a blur.
Yeah.
Up until about 2 weeks ago. But no, yeah, that's because that was I graduated in 93, left for basic in 94, and ended back up ended in Georgia in 99. I finally left California and came back here.
Yeah.
Stayed there for 6 months. Moved to South Carolina temporarily because I was staying with a buddy of mine from high school, and then another buddy of mine from high school's little brother. And the buddy of mine from high school started dating the two brothers' sister, and went like out of his gourd crazy, like told us we weren't welcome in the house anymore. So I was like, I got to get out of here. And I said, I'm going to go out to Darlington temporarily. And that was 20 years ago. Mid-90s is a movie about skater kids that Jonah Hill directed. No, I haven't seen that, but that sounds good if it's got a kids vibe to it, because Kids was a killer movie. Yeah, I hadn't either, Worm. I'm sure we can find it streaming somewhere. But no, like the Adam Sandler movies, I really like Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore and stuff like that. And then when he started doing like that movie Click, I couldn't stand that movie. And then there was another one that was crap. The Grown-Ups movies were all right, but they were just predictable as hell. Mark Carrera says he almost remembers the late 80s. Yeah, Punch Drunk Love, that one was crap. And what was Spanglish? That one was just a pile of junk too. Yeah, no, it was that was it exactly, Winchester. Punch Drunk Love. Like The Wedding Singer, that was a great movie. Dude, me too. And that Johnny, what's his name? That was the first movie I ever saw Angelina Jolie in too. Todd Carr, Hackers, Zero Cool, and Acid Burn. That was one of my favorite movies for a while. Like that, and then there was a movie, Slackers, with Robert Redford and Joaquin Phoenix. No, River Phoenix and what was it? Dan Aykroyd was in it, I think. And yeah, Hackers and Slackers were like that. And then there was another movie with that John, what the heck's his name? He was he played the general dude in Transformers. John something. But it was called Brain Donors. It was like a comedy movie. Those were like my 3 favorite movies. Go for it, Winchester. John Turturro, yeah, that's him. I'm waiting for this hot take. Winchester's got a hot take for us, Joe.
All right.
Ghostbusters sucks. I mean, it's a kids movie though, man. it's a. I mean, when you're a kid, it's an awesome movie, but like once you've gotten older and watched it, and I don't know, I like Bill Murray in What About Bob? Groundhog Day was all right, but I really like What About Bob? Yeah, see, they should have put because back in that era, he was still good. They should have put Hey Jen, you're still here. What you've been? Did you take a nap? Because I haven't seen anything out of you in a while. Baby steps to the boat. Baby steps to the boat. Lurker. Oh, creeper. Creeper's gonna creep. That's all right. I mean, we'll take your kind of creeper over like the alternative. You can lurk all you want to. There's Joe. There's Joe Frazier right there, the famous boxer. I do too. I say, I gotta pee, man. Baby steps to the bathroom. Baby steps to the bathroom. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I can't imagine ever being afraid of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, but I haven't seen the movie, so it might have been terrifying. I know when I was younger and watched Tremors for the first time, it was a little bit scary, but then it became one of my favorite like comedy movies. Yeah, we've had all kinds of celebrities in here tonight.
I know.
I think it's because we've got a celebrity guest. Got the celebrity hairstylist.
Exactly.
Even the knife whisperer is calling him Javon's. Javon. Dude, I think I watched like a little tiny bit of the new Tremors movie and I cut it off because it's nothing like the old ones were good, man. I had the box set. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. I had the box set with like I think the first 3, and I mean I used to watch that like on repeat just about. Weird Science. Javon. It does. It's Javon and his partner Deontay. Alrighty, Timbo, pick me up a double cheeseburger with just ketchup. If you can, just mail it to me. And drive safely and wear your seatbelt. Yes, it sounds like it. Like I don't know where this came from, but just movies started flying. I'm gonna go back and see where it started from. I mean, we've talked about John Turturro. It's Pauly Shore. It might have. I think it started. Yeah, it started with Pauly Shore. I think did Winchester start it? Or Mark Carrera won? No, let's see. Going back. Yeah, Winchester started it with it by imitating Pauly Shore and Buddy. Debbie Does Dallas. See, I don't know, man. Like that was good, but it was a little predictable. I don't know, and it lacked action, and the love scenes were a little one-dimensional too. And I mean, anything you're like, oh, that chick's about to get boned. It's, oh, um, has anybody seen that movie with Joe Pesci? I think it was Joe Pesci, where he plays the bum and at Harvard, it's like with honors or something like that. That was a pretty killer movie. A porn movie wasn't considered great. I mean, a movie wasn't considered great until a porn movie was made about it. Yeah, with Brendan Fraser, it had Brendan Fraser, a bunch of other people like no names, and Joe Pesci like slept in the van, and he always called Brendan Fraser Harvard. Yeah, we're still alive. You wanted us to be dead, dude? That's pretty harsh, Kev. Thought you loved us, man. You're surprised that we're still alive. You figured we'd kill ourselves all hanging out together, huh?
Kevin just missed Kyle.
Yeah. Well, they were probably hanging out, and
when they went their separate.
Yeah, when they went their separate ways, Kevin came to hang out. Yeah. He slept in and out in the van in the backyard, and he ended up like freezing to death or something. Bobby Hill. What are you doing up so late on a school night, Kev? It's almost midnight up there in the Philadelphia area. "75-year-old mom almost kills us alike. Glad I can foot." What is she? Is she not an excellent driver? Ninja. She's a little speedy, or just not. Because I've ridden with older drivers who either drive too fast or they don't necessarily drive too fast, but they're all over the daggone place. Browsing Damascus knife makers on IG. The only Edge I know is the guitarist from U2, or U2. 1250. Oh, Todd Carr must be from like the eastern side, the Trailer Park Boys part of Canada, because he's an hour ahead of me.
Yeah.
And well, Joe and
yeah.
Who else in here? No Monsters Central. Jeremy Worm should be Eastern. All right, take it easy, Joe. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Come on back anytime. We'll leave the door open for you. Hour away from Michael Morgan. Yeah, what? Wait, is Michael still in here, or did he leave? And Worm's 3 hours north of Kevin. B's, he's Eastern.
Yeah.
Not sure what location. Cartoon show, not Troll Hunters. Oh yeah, I watched that with Marley at some point. Yeah, Captain Morgan, Michael Morgan. I think he must have dipped out. New Brunswick, Canada. Daggum Ego, man. That's like his go-to phrase when he pops in now is "You go, girl." Bees. What part of Ohio are you from? Bees. I had a really, really good friend of course, Jake's from Ohio because he's Jake from State Farm, Ohio State. But I had a really good friend from Ohio, but I don't think many people consider it actually Ohio. It was like right across the river from wherever Marshall University is, in Pomeroy or something like that. Dayton, Ohio. Yeah, she was from some little town of like population 2.5. Like I swear her dad was like, like he was like the preacher, the mayor, like the city manager, and so, I don't know. He was like he had like 4 different titles in that little town. They're oh man, he's watching Troll Hunter, like some Troll Hunter stuff where they're battling anger rot.
Some serious stuff right there.
Yeah, it is, man. They teach you the hard life lessons when you're a kid. Don't let that anger rot your heart out. Take it easy, Kev. Love you, buddy. Enjoy your Troll Hunters. And just wait till she starts watching the Disney Channel and she starts copping that attitude like all them kids have, and you have to forbid her from watching the Disney Channel. Do you have a kid that age, like the Disney Channel age, Joe?
My youngest is 14 now, so I'm kind of past it.
Yeah.
But my oldest is 20, so I've been through it.
Yeah. Yeah, like literally she couldn't watch Disney Channel anymore. Like she started getting that attitude, and I was like, "No, ma'am. You can watch Nickelodeon, and like kind of stick to Nick Jr. But
yeah.
No. You go, girl. That was he was the 2 snaps up dude. What was his? What was that dude's name? Do you remember, Joe?
I remember the show, but I don't remember who it was.
It was one of the Wayans brothers that played the character, but
yeah.
Jen, you should know this. Damn it! What was the character's name on In Living Color? Damon. No, I mean that was the actor's name. What was the character's name he played?
That's been too many years ago.
Yeah, too many years ago, and too many brain cells that are no longer with us.
I think right now I'm lucky if I remember what I had for lunch yesterday.
Dang, speaking of, what was that the same character that did the dictionary bit? I think so. They held that for review because that's retarded. Antoine. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah. Yeah, I think, see, I knew she would know it. We keep her around for her trivia knowledge. Blaine? No, that's wrong. Wiki is wrong. You were right. I don't remember no Blaine. I remember Antoine. Like, I remember that name. No. Okay, Antoine was the homeless dude. Like the bum. I did remember that name. It was Men on Something was the Blaine Edwards and Antoine Merriweather. Yeah, so there was an Antoine, but Blaine was the one that Damon Wayans played. You were right and wrong. We'll just call you right. Men on Films, yeah, that's it. Yeah. 2 snaps up. Around the world and back snaps. And let me show you something. I wonder if you can find old episodes of that somewhere, because that was a good ass show. That was better than, or almost better than SK or SNL, and that was back when SNL was actually good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Winchester said, they would do stuff that people would freaking shit a goat about now.
Yep.
Because I mean, I don't know. Back then, everybody was fair game. You just made fun of everybody and laughed about it.
Yeah.
And now it's people cry. David Allen Greery. David Allen Greery. Well, see, why is that bullshit still on there? What's that? Oh, it's funny because like some comedians can get away with it and it's cool. And so I mean, and it's not like a certain race. It's just certain comedians. Period can get away with that stuff, and it's nobody says anything. But then you know somebody else might do the SNL, dude. Yeah, I agree, Mark. That's not even a like they died a long time ago. They needed to hang up their their hat a long freaking time ago.
And it
Like
used
back
to be
in
really
the
good.
mid-90s.
Yeah. It used to be really good.
Yeah. The like the David Spade, Phil Hartman, Chris Rock, Adam
Chris
Sandler,
Farley.
Mike Myers. Yeah, Chris Farley, dude. Cool.
Yeah.
Golly. All the good ones died too early.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Myers and Dana Carvey and John Lovitz and Dennis was it Dennis Miller? Yeah. Norm Macdonald.
Yeah. No, I tried to watch it, I don't know, a couple months ago, and I just turned it off. It wasn't worth watching.
Yeah, I like Bill Burr too. He's funny as crap. But and see, there's been funny people on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like because like Chris Kattan, I thought he could be funny at times, and Jim Brewer could be funny at times, but there was never another cast like the whole cast where the show was good.
Right.
Yeah, see when Winchester just said Chris Kattan, but it's not like when he do that like and that skit he did with the chick from dang, what the heck was her name? She was in a Superman show like Lois and Clark or something. I don't remember, but like he had, on the whole, he wasn't funny, but he had some funny skits that he could, but he that was like all he could do. That was funny.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Andrew Dice Clay, Robin Williams. Heck yeah! And hey, Eddie Murphy was on SNL.
Mm-hmm.
And the Dice Man was like big when I was late elementary school, early middle school. Hey, snap ahead. Oh no, bees. Bees is taking off as well.
Got to be up in 6 hours.
That's just too early, man.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You got to be up in 6 hours too? I hope not.
No, I don't at all.
But take care, bees. Appreciate you hanging, man. Have a killer night and get some rest. Don't wake up all tired tomorrow, because then I'll feel horrible. And yeah, which I don't know. I think I'm gonna call it anyway, because it's. Oh no! There we go.
I hit the wrong button again.
Yeah, this is. Which, daggum, Rusty hadn't been back, has he? Oh, sure thing, Mark. Anytime, man. You're always welcome here, and I mean, anytime I'm available, I'll dang sure jump on and do a live stream, because I dig hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, it was great you having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Like I told you before, like when we were just kind of like throwing the idea around. You're welcome to come on anytime. If if I'm doing one and you're just bored and want to sit and chill,
yeah, that sounds great.
Let me know and I'll send you the invite, and we can just sit and have us a good old shindig.
That sounds great. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you coming on, because that's good to say. Hey, you're the first. Well, no, well, yeah, you are. You're the first guest, because that was before. It wasn't even like a guest thing. It was more of somebody invited themselves, and it was a joint live stream. So you're actually the first guest of the
That's awesome. I appreciate it.
live stream. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Matter of fact, the you helped name the Meet Your Maker segment. So
awesome.
I'll be hunting down some more to do some living with. All right, Ninja. Well, it was awesome of you to come by and hang out, and like super awesome of this huge box of stuff you sent. And I'm going to talk to you about that later, because I think you're forgetting some things. But for right now, I'm just going to say thank you. I appreciate it, and have a killer night.
Yeah.
And
Golic,
everybody
Leather.
I
appreciate it. Hopefully, definitely will return again.
Oh yeah, dude. The only thing that'll stop you is you, because like I said, you got a open door policy here, man.
I will definitely join you again then. I've liked it.
Heck yeah, I sure appreciate it, man. Definitely. You have to come see Saturday. Do you know Justin from Blue Collar Survival?
I don't think so.
He used to do the knife guy videos, or the sales guy videos.
Yeah.
But Jeremy, I Love Knives, I think he's been like a long time subscriber of his, and me and Jeremy had talked about him hopefully just getting Justin on here, and he was able to get in touch with him, and so he's supposed to be hanging out on Saturday.
That's awesome.
So everybody that's here right now and more, come on by and hang out and check out Justin, and then every chance you get, bug the crap out of Joe and tell him he needs to come back on. So
I'd love it.
We can all hang again. But it was good hanging with you guys. I appreciate it. You're awesome mofos, and I love y'all. And I'll see you tomorrow because Neves will have a live, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will be over there. So y'all have a good night and have a great day tomorrow. And until I see you again, get out there and EDC your ass off and do something nice for somebody.
Oh, before we
Take
go,
it easy.
Before we go, the 1 minute knife review doing his 1,000 subscriber giveaway.
That's right.
Before we forget,
I can. I should be able to post
throw
a
link up there.
Yeah, because his he's actually doing the giveaway is for Instagram, the 1,000 subscriber or followers on Instagram, but it's happening on YouTube. So
okay.
He's got a video up for it.
Little shout out for Pat there.
Yeah, he's a good dude, so he definitely needs a shout out and send people over his way, because I mean he's doing a killer giveaway too, giving away a ProTech.
Yeah.
Unboxing giveaway reminder. There we go. So this one right here.
That's what I was talking about with the awful memory. We talked about it earlier.
It's horrible, man. It's a real thing. It doesn't work anymore.
At least you made notes for tonight.
But yeah, for that was for the first little portion of questions, and then after that I was treading water. Home. All right. If anybody's still in here and paying attention, here goes DOS link. There you go. Which I didn't even put what it was, but that's Pat's. Giveaway.
Awesome.
Boom. There you go. Yeah, so everybody definitely go over there. If you hadn't already entered, go over there and check that out and enter that, because he said something about if if you got up to a certain number of entries, he was actually going to split and have another prize thrown in there. So more
for him right now too.
Yeah. So which it's actually a smart thing that he's doing. If you think about it, you got 1,000 people following you on Instagram, and if you advertise on Instagram for a giveaway that you're going to do because of Instagram on YouTube, and you're required to be subscribed on YouTube, that's like win-win. So yeah. Yes, sir, Todd. Y'all check it out. Hey, no, it's not a mystery link, because right under it says 1 minute knife reviews giveaway. It's DOS link. Stuff we do. Is he in here? Oh, there he is. What's up, man? What's going on? I feel bad now because we're just heading out and he's just heading in. Good deal, man. It's good to see you. We were just posting the link for Pat's giveaway, and we were headed out. But wait, there's more. Well, apparently Dan was in here, and I didn't see him until just now. And Jen's throwing up the peace sign. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, that's where. Oh, it's 6 a.m. Yeah, I forgot you're on like a way different time than us. Yeah, no, definitely no reason to apologize, man. But I'm glad you got to join us for at least a little bit. And Winchester, dude, you're going to end up on Instagram. I'm telling you, we're going to make that happen. But you guys go check out Pat's giveaway. and have a killer night. And we will catch you on the flip side. And on behalf of everybody, Joe, thank you very, very much for coming on the live stream and hanging out with us, man.
This was great.
Appreciate it big time, dude. It was a good time was had by all, I think.
Good.
All right, guys, y'all take it easy. Love you much. And like I said, EDC your ass off and do something nice for somebody. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.